When we started the festival, I had no idea where this will lead. I was just passionate about heavy metal. I was traveling around Europe with the band I was playing at the time, Battlelor. We played in some amazing festivals, and the whole idea started okay, since they can do it, I can do it also in Greece, because there was not something like this. It was 2001, it was the years of Napster. I was in my house downloading a Manilla Road song for like 3 days, to download one song. And there was an uncle that was calling and was disconnecting the line, it was really funny. So it was around midnight and I was downloading the Manilla Road song, and there was one guy popping up a chat and says, "Hi, I'm the new Manilla Road singer." And I was like, yeah, and I'm the Pope. I thought someone was making fun of me. And he told me, no, my name is Brian Patrick and I play in Manilla Road now. And I said, okay, what do you want? And he says, we play in a festival in Kalamazoo, Michigan nowadays, and I say, okay, maybe we can come if you want. And he said, yeah, of course, if you want to come, you are invited also in our house. We went there, we took the crazy decision to go. I was like 22 years old. I just got my first credit card because I had no money, and I had a friend to be in front, so I can get a credit card that put all the flights and everything in there, so I was able to go there. And we took the airplane and we went to Mark Shelton's house, and they greeted us at the airport. While we were traveling, I would say that we were afraid that maybe it was someone making fun of us and we would go to the airport and nobody would be there. But thank God they were there. It was Brian and Mark Shelton. They welcomed us at the airport, and we went to their house when there were like 100 people to welcome the Greek guys, the crazy Greek guys. And there was a barbecue party. We had brought some ouzo, then we got drunk like never before. And we went in their basement and they rehearsed for us. So imagine a 20 years old kid, with his favorite band in their house, and they were playing live for us. I still have goosebumps about it. They had rented some cars and we traveled all the way like 12 hours to go to Kalamazoo Classic Metal Festival. It was amazing. It was like 30 classic heavy metal bands, but no people there. The scene was really dead back then in the USA. Most of the people were coming from Europe. That's also where I met the Battlelor singer back then. It was a guy that came from Italy alone, Marco Cocorezzi. And I met him outside the venue. He was sitting alone. I say, "Where are you from?" He said, "Italy." It was crazy. It was crazy. And also that night, I had one of the most crazy nights of my life, because one of my favorite bands that I took the trip to see them was Skullview. And their singer was completely smashed from alcohol, and he was not replying. We thought he was dead, so we smashed the door of the hotel room to find him. He couldn't react. The guys from Skullview had a truck, and we got him and we loaded him on the truck and took him to the festival, hoping that he would wake up. He never waked up. Oh, no. He was like, dead. They never played in the end. They didn't play at the festival. That was the night that I never saw Skullview.
Okay.
And 2001 was the year Manilla Road released Atlantis Rising.
Exactly.
So what was the song you were trying to download?
Atlantis Rising, the title track. The first festival was like calling friendly bands that I met playing in Europe. No, I had no idea that this would end up good. It was, I had no experience at all. I just took my chances, and later I gained more experience, and it seems like I'm an organized guy, and it worked in the end. First of all, I feel really proud that we managed to reunite City's Angle. I'm a huge fan. This was not even a dream for me, because I had lost all hopes that they would come back. seems that we are not so many, but we are really passionate about heavy metal in Greece, and especially classic heavy metal. And that's why all bands stop in Greece when they play around Europe, because they have a strong fan base here that creates really good atmosphere for them, and they feel like they never felt before, because when they play in Greece, they see reactions like nowhere. So it's a matter of passion, I think, and that's why we are so famous about classic heavy metal in Athens. Yes, I think that Up the Hammers and Keep It True work in collaboration for many years, trying to reunite the legendary bands that you see nowadays. And most of the bands that you see reunited, Warlord, Heavy Load, Sirith Angle, we worked together with Oliver. He took the trip to United States to try to persuade Sirith Angle come back. I took the trip to Sweden to meet Heavy Load and try to reunite them. It was not a matter of luck. We worked hard to bring those bands back. The fame that these festivals brought, and the fact that the bands see the reactions of the fans in this festival made them also want to try it, because for example, Sirith Angle they didn't have an idea how many fans they have in Europe. So when they saw videos from such festivals, they said, okay, let's do it. So it was a big, I think it was a big bonus for them to try to think to reunite. The bands show that there is a crowd for them and there is a market for them because of such festivals, and that kept them alive, you know, to keep playing the music, because most of the US bands were completely ignored in the same country, in their country. Nobody cared about them, so they had lost hope, and that's why most of the bands splitted at a certain time and then reunited. European fans is what kept the flame alive of classic heavy metal. I made a trip back in 2001 to Kalamazoo, Michigan, to see a classic metal festival, and there were like 100 people for 30 bands, and half of them we were from Europe. It was the scene was completely dead, and they had no idea. They thought that this was everywhere like this, but in Europe there was a huge crowd waiting for them. And festivals like Up the Hammers and Keep It True try to gather all the classic metal fans around the world together and created a strong scene. So those bands, they saw that there was something really good, and they said, okay, let's do it. So I would like to have Manowar playing the entire Into Glory Ride album with Ross the Boss on guitar, of course. I would like to have Iron Maiden with Paul Di'Anno playing the first two albums. And now from bands that it is possible that they could play in our festival. Of course, Manilla Road, I would like to have Mark back. Unfortunately, it's not possible. I would like to have Shock Paris back. Unfortunately, it's not possible anymore. Actually, 2026 we will do the 20th anniversary of Up the Hammers Festival, and this is what we will try to do. We will try to have the best of and the dream lineup for us, and we will try to include as many bands as possible. So I will keep this as a secret. I will not say any more bands. I will say only the difficult ones. I would like to thank you for inviting me in this documentary. And I would like to thank everyone who supported Up the Hammers Festival throughout the years, because without people tickets, there are no festivals. I started with zero money in the pocket. It is important for people to understand they need to support such underground festivals. Their tickets make the festivals, not us. We just organize it.
Thank you guys so much for coming out early to this festival to see this little band from California, and our buddy Sentry from the remnants of Manilla Road, good friends of ours. So glad to see those guys back. Let's give it up for those guys tonight. We want to thank all the people of this great festival for putting this on. A lot of people get to come to Athens for this. It's fucking great. Yeah, no, I've had enough of you tonight. You're good. You're good. But yeah, let's give it up for everybody. Manolis, Chris, Panos, Akis, all the Greeks. Thank you guys so very fucking much. We'll see you again from Ventura, California. Night Demon!